There's an ideal solution, and certainly would be the city that would have to back this up. It could create a special outdoor market area for all the artists and vendors who do very lovely work, and reserve that spot for artists and vendors, and then reserve another spot in Mallory Square for performances. The parking lot would be a great place.
There is a place also right behind the Tesla Colors.
So that points up something. One other thing here is how much political footing does this particular community have at any one time.
As a result of this Street Performers Festival, there's going to be far more clout.
Oh.
No?
The vendors, would you rather go to another spot where you can sell all day long? If it was a spot that was advertised in all the tourist brochures as a nice thing to see and do.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's let her say something.
The other thing is, the way it was several years ago, you would have acts interspersed with crafts, and that would serve as a noise buffer, you know, between this type of music and this type of music. I mean, you need this separation there. You can't just have acts lined up. You know, that's the problem I see now with all the vendors on one side and the acts on the other. It's even more of a noise problem.
At street fairs where the space is available, that's what they do. But I bet you because Mallory Square is the way it is, they don't do that because they don't want the audiences spilling into the valuable things that they have on display. That's my guess.
That is a problem, yeah. So a lot of vendors resent good crowd because that crowd then
Blocks up their booth.
blocks the booth, stops any selling from taking place. People knock over things. Last year, people displayed things right on the ground, and people being stepped on all the time.
Let's just say that hypothetically, you had all the vendors got a real nice spot of their own in the parking lot behind the Chamber of Commerce, and you did have the pier for yourself, as it had been previously, more or less previously. Would that solve the problem today?
It would until more reformers come to us.
Right. So then how do you deal with that? The way you deal with that is you gotta open up New Orleans.
Because you do need the cloud. It's kind of nice that it's mixed as well.
Well, it's a view, but it's not good for us.
There's too many. There are what, 3 performers to 1 performer? 3 vendors to 1.
More.
What was your point?
I was looking at the fact that you were looking maybe at the idea of a different area other than Mallory Square for vendors. I mean, vendors are nice. I enjoy the vendors, don't get me wrong. They're very enjoyable at Mallory. But if it was to find another space where they could, like you said, market like all day or a certain length of period of day that might be open. There was at one time a space behind the Key West High School where on Sunday, I don't know what the stipulations are there, but it was used for flea marketing on Sunday.
Yes, but what this crafts people do is just like what we do. It is done at times when people are having a beer or enjoying their afternoon, when the weather's at its nicest. People don't want to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and go down and get a bargain on earrings, you know.
I was just thinking maybe another space. That would be, now it's not being used.
Would the parking lot work? Is it close enough so that you'd still get the visitors at sunset?
I would think so. It's not the same
I think it would be nice to mix them in both places so that people
I
will
think
go
you
both.
could have big circle acts in the parking lot that would really line them up. You'd have room to work on a unit stuff. I've been into like street performing a long time as well. Not as a performer, but in France it's very important to the fact of life. And the places that we've worked in, we've always worked together.
Yeah.
And I think that in Mallory Square, if we have a good unit like that, or two good jugglers, someone who takes some space, it's real hard to work so tight. And
How about if you have this parking lot city owned, city operated?
Yeah, and they make about $3 grand a day.
Yeah. And they're not going to stop. They're not going to cut one car out of that.
They might.
They might.
When the sunset was jeopardized with the cruise port coming in, the $750,000 they got for that, one of the ways they got it was that no one would be displaced. And that's what all the furor was about when we got on NBC, ABC, and the nightly news network. Then we had 19 spaces right in front of the hospitality house where the vendors and performers utilize that area. We're in the process of maybe making another proposal so that we can get those extra spaces, 19 spaces, what the 4 hours might be at a reduced rate. It seems that PATA, the Port and Transit Authority, is trying to work with us on various things that are going down.
So how much how much would that space cost it to?
So that space, it's 76, so it would be 240 a day, if they all we used.
To rent that space?
To rent
How's
it,
that?
well, it's $1 an
$1
hour.
an hour for the
Yeah.
cost.
So you
So,
have to keep. You couldn't.
but however, our lease is $22 a month, so I'm sure we can work out something amicable to that. There are people down there that are paying $1 a year. $1 a year rent.
You just don't like it because it's not 22.
So another reason, the controversy between the vendors and the performers is the way the dock is set up. And the performers would like to be on the sunset side, the way it always has been. And we're thinking of doing that this week, because we told all the vendors after the meeting that there'll be a lot of vendors in town and you're going to have to bid. So, the performers in town, so we're going to have to work it out.
Well, it seems to me that your long run ticket has got to be, you've got to open up some more performing spots. And even when you do that, I think you guys in Key West are going to have to live with the reality that there's always going to be more acts wanting to come here and perform here than there are good spaces. It's the same way with us in San Francisco. I mean, the real ticket is going to be opening up New Orleans and San Diego and somewhere in Tucson or Austin, some other warm belt spots where we can take this overflow from the Northeast in the wintertime and give them good spots to work so that they don't all come to Key West.
Miami is opening up a Rouse Corporation Center in Jacksonville also, so.
You're optimistic.
Tampa.
I can speak a little on that if you'd like.
Yeah.
I am from the Rouse Company, based in Marketplace. We are very interested in this whole thing, the whole idea, and we realize how valuable you all are to our business. And it will be on a scheduled basis, but it will be done daily, if I have anything to say about it. And my counterparts coming down from Faneuil River, who will quickly soon.
River Walk.
River Walk, so we're coming down to in New Orleans. But we're very interested in doing some kind of a routing situation where people can basically make their way down.
Yeah.
For San Francisco, so that you can get in and you can work some prime time slots. Because we don't get enough circulation of the acts around, so you can see what people are doing. But let's face it, when we go into towns, we want to see how good it is bounce, and that kind of stuff. So I think we should really work towards that, all of us in our own community, towards setting that. I think it's a good idea. I'm sorry. It's real tough on action now for somebody to come in and get anything that's like marginal Tuesday mornings at 11 kind of thing. And so I think we should all do that for each other.
Yeah.
A little louder, Dave.
Sorry. In other words, Norway, they should try an experiment, which I'm not going to be part of. They hired 5 street performers, some of them from Expo, some from Europe.
The Norway in January? We wait for it.
April, May, June, July, and August. 5 months.
That's a long time.
They're paying us for every single show we do. Plus it costs a half. I know the country.
So you have the information and you'll tell everyone.
Yeah, right.
It's an experiment this year. If it works, I've been there. There are 20 separate performance spaces. If they're willing to fly people, if it works, they'll be willing to fly people in and
Oslo, Norway.
Well, there's Holland Village in another side of Japan. That's
It's a
not
brand
right
new
for the month
place
of
called the
June.
Market Bridge. It's in the entire waterfront away from City Hall. It's all split level shops. 500.
It sounds like we're all going to be able to come back and just hang out at Key West and not work.